finish off on REAX, we're going to see how the internet did react to the game yesterday. And first up is from the THFC report saying Pape Sarr won possession in the midfield third 9 times against Aston Villa on Sunday, the most by any player in a single Premier League match this season.
It's relentless. What a player. Just shows what kind of role he does. Not only has he got the legs, but he's got good quality to win the ball back in those positions. And not only does he do that, when he does win the ball, he actually he provides quality on the ball as well. So he's just an absolute star.
He is. He is. Like, I just want to go back to that second or the first Solanke goal. The movement, and when he got the ball from Davies, just to play that ball into Johnson for his passing. He's got more. Attack-minded in his passes, isn't it? It's not just out wide or the sideway. He's really going for the jugular, and it's showing. It's paying dividends.
Yeah. Next up is from Jermaine. King J276 says, at WeAreTottenhamTV, the North remembers. And he's quote retweeted an Aston Villa tweet from 26th of November 2023 saying 3 Point Lane. Well, God show me it's 3 Point Lane now, isn't it?
Since then, it's 8 goals in 2 games, 4-0 and 4-1. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Squawker said Hudson-Odoi most final third passes than any other player this weekend, but Pape Sarr is second.
Wow.
On 29.
That just goes to show the quality providing on the ball as well as the work rate off it, which is fantastic.
Last word on Spurs, telling us about the physio scout report on Richarlison, saying Richarlison likely suffered a hamstring strain against Aston Villa. It suggested that a grade 1 strain would sideline him from 2 to 4 weeks. A grade 2 strain would be 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, gutted for him. We'll have to wait and see what Ange says on Wednesday when we hear the team news. But I'm just gutted for him, and I'm more worried about what he's going to do to him psychologically more than anything. Just to keep getting injured like that. It's just every time he comes back, they're trying things a different way, but nothing seems to work, and it's just a massive blow for him.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say with that, from what
he's
I understand,
such a confidence player as well.
From what I understand with the hamstring, it's either a rip, a tear, or
a strain.
A strain, and obviously the strain is the lesser of the 3. So let's hope it is just a strain. Because like I said, it's this guy. He's come on and had impact. We just cannot keep him fit, and hamstrings seem to be the injury of the month, don't they? It seems to be up, and obviously it's Ange's style.
Well, that's what happens when you overplay these players.
Yeah, it's and just Richarlison just cannot catch a break.
I don't think we can be accused of overplaying Richarlison.
No, but it also happens when players are just coming back from a long stretch out as well, and they play a bit of football in a short space of time, which Richarlison has done. Next one is the same tweet about Sarr. We can move past to Clara. Says best friend, that is Ben Davis consoling Sonny on the bench yesterday.
They love each other.
They really do. Betfred says no team has scored more goals than Tottenham, which is 22 in the Premier League this season. It's just who we are, mate.
Come on, just who we are.
Football Confidential. Look how similar this Barcelona and Tottenham graph is.
Look at that. Jesus Beautiful. Christ. We're better at pressing and physicality.
They're just better at defending. And possession. And
only
goals.
slightly.
Yeah, but it is very similar, isn't it?
Not bad.
Ridiculous.
They got Yamal, we got Mikey Moore. It's very similar.
Match of the day says Tottenham star man Dom Solanke is the first player to score 4 goals across their first 8 Premier League games for Spurs since Rafa van der Vaart in 2010.
So he's been our best striker signing. Well, I guess Van der Vaart doesn't count as a striker, but best attacking signing since then, I guess. In terms of start, that's mad.
Yeah, it is mad.
All the strikers, all attacking players.
That's what I was saying before. I can't remember a striker that has hit the ground running like Dom Solanke has.
Seems like Defoe probably did. He always hit the ground running.
Defoe, these
players. Also, I chucked Canute in there, didn't I?
Canute he had a good start.
Obviously, Jurgen Klinsmann, but then you're going way, way, way back in time. But Canute started like a house on fire.
Forever at Tottenham, we're signing strikers that just come with all this big reputation, and then you go back to the Postigas and the Vincent Janssens and the Soldados and all these players that we have such high hopes for that smashed it out in their leagues the season before, and then it doesn't seem to materialise. But now we've profiled a striker that fits the system completely, and he's hit the ground running.
It's lovely.
COYS_SY says, I love this picture, my team. It's a great picture.
Yeah, and Brennan was talking after the game about how it's, he just feels like it's so much more of a family like at the moment, and everyone's working really hard for each other, and that's just a lovely picture there, showing how happy they are for each other. And for Dom as well, who they know, as much as they know he's playing well, they also know he hasn't scored a goal in the few games, so I'm sure they're delighted for him.
Up to June says 4. Son Heung-min has now provided 4 assists for Brennan Johnson in the Premier League. Only ever providing more for Harry Kane, which is 23, and Dele Alli, which is 7 in the competition wavelength.
So is that Son Johnson going to overtake Son and Kane?
Well, we need Sonny to maybe sign a bit longer a contract than just a 1-year extension.
But that Son cross the back post, the Brennan Johnson run is becoming iconic.
Iconic.
I'm so happy for Brennan Johnson. Honestly, I think yesterday, I think his game has gone up levels.
Yeah, it
I'm
has.
a big support of him. And you were mentioning, one thing you didn't mention when you were doing the player ratings is people remember in the 60th minute last season, he looked like he was exhausted. He looked like, he's got to come off. He looked like he was out of breath. He looked knackered.
Very true.
His fitness levels have gone up. His work rate levels have gone up. He's off the ball. He's even on the ball in about the 88th minute and stuff. He's taking players on. Do you know what? Every time there's a little ruck going on, he's always in the thick of it, isn't it? He's right there in the thick of it. I think this guy is not getting the credit he deserves. Yes, he's still got to work on things. Yes, he's still got to improve on things. But I think Brennan Johnson from last season has been night and day. And I've got a few bets at the Scotland Yard that he's going to get more than 15 goals this season. Or goal contributions, to beat his goal contributions that he got last season.
In all comps or just the Prem?
No, just the Prem. We're going just the Prem.
He's on 4 at the moment.
I think he's honestly. I think he's starting. I think he, like you said as well, when he mentioned they're more family. I think he's fully settled into London and the club and everything now, and I think you're really seeing the benefits of it.
Yeah, one thing that he maybe hasn't improved from last season is last season got quite a few assists, didn't he? With a lot of those balls across the face of goal. Haven't quite seen that yet from Brennan, but he's definitely getting in more goal scoring positions than he did last season.
Yeah, another bet going on. Sim's got a charity bet with Lee Judges.
Okay.
I do. That Solanke will outscore Havertz.
And he played. He placed that bet when Solanke had got 0 goals, I think, and Havertz had 2 goals already.
It was 2-0 to
and
Havertz,
now it's 4-4.
So your charity is going to get some money.
Looks like it.
Good.
Ari says Sonny was mad AF and Ben and Archie didn't know what to do. They were literally like Archie fixing up the coat somehow. Someone threw for Sonny without making eye contact.
Oh, poor Archie doesn't have to console him. But you can see how disappointed Sonny was at the time. I think it's more just. I don't think he's angry at Ange bringing him off. I think it's more that he's just feels that responsibility to make the difference, doesn't he? Because he knows how important he is to the team. So coming off with the game at 1-1, like he's just disappointed that he can't go and win the game for Select because he feels like
I think the only explanation is that he wasn't told that he was going to come off at that time. I think that's the only explanation, because if he was told that he was going to come off at 55, like surely he just takes it on the chin. Yes, he's going to be frustrated, but surely he knows it and he knows it's coming, and you just take it on the chin.
But maybe he feels like, maybe he was told and just feels like, with the way it was going, he was just getting into the game and, it's 1-1. Like he was just starting to make an impact. And like, how can you take me off at this point? Like that'll be a mistake. Yeah. And also he wasn't injured. It was a precautionary thing just to make sure he keeps his fitness. So I think I can understand it all, but look, is what it is.
Clara again saying, "Oh, he's pissed AF," and he was looking very pissed on the sidelines yesterday.
I'm sure he wasn't when it finished 4-1.
Exactly.
Yeah. Out of context football. This is when Son's number got called up, and he's just like, "What? Me? You're taking me off at this point?" And I think the whole of the stadium were like that. To be honest,
I think everyone was shocked. To be fair, so. And look, understandable. He just got a brilliant assist, and it wasn't just that. He was really starting to make an impact in the game. So, look, I'm sure that's why he was surprised, but I think it worked out for the best.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Richarlison warming up on the sidelines, we were like just going through every player. We didn't even consider Son.
I was like, maybe Solanke maybe going off now. He's probably tired, but no.
Tottenham Hotspur tweeted out this 2 kids celebrating with the Sonny celebration yesterday.
The one in the blue getting it slightly wrong, but we'll forgive.
Look at you. Look at a little kid.
Just saying.
Oh my God, he got his...
I said we'll forgive him, didn't I?
Cho says the angle of this Sonny assist is absolutely brilliant. Look at this. Look at this angle. It's already shown, but brilliant angle.
It's just a great
Close to the beginning.
There we go.
Oh, it's just unbelievable. The swerve just only needed a yard. It's brilliant.
Clara again saying, "You did well today, Sonny," and that's him going around the stadium clapping the fans after the game.
Lovely. Of course, he's got to fiddle with his hair a bit, but lovely, lovely, Sonny. Showing his water under the bridge with the sub.
Match of the day saying, after setting up Brennan Johnson's equaliser, Son Heung-min is subbed off by Ange Postecoglou. He's clearly not happy. Was it the right call? Well, clearly was.
Turns out to be the right call.
Abby says, he's too good. What a cross.
Yeah, unbelievable ball. We saw
another.
Just swerve.
Look at that. Look at
just
that.
Just the swerve is just brilliant.
Lovely.
Brilliant. So
another one of Sonny moaning, saying, fuck shit. Ange Postecoglou on Son Heung-min. He was never going to play more than 55 minutes. Last time he came back from injury and he got 60-minute mark and got injured again. He got through unscathed. That's the most important thing. And by the way, he has been called up for South Korea duty as well.
Yeah, so there's actually, we'll maybe talk about it later, but some interesting quotes from the South Korean manager about that situation. So maybe we can go through that.
Squawk Alive saying Son Heung-min has now been directly involved in 10 goals in 9 Premier League games versus Aston Villa, 6 goals and 4 assists. He loves playing against the villains.
I remember him getting a hat-trick at Villa Park under Conte last season. What, he got 2 goals, or 1 goal or 2 assists, I think?
Wasn't there the one with the broken arm when he goes through on goal?
Yeah, broken arm. Scored a brace with a broken arm.
Yeah.
Just before COVID.
Yeah.
He does it. He loves Villa Park.
He does love Villa Park. 90 Min say, after 3 games out with injuries, Son Heung-min is back with an assist.
Come on. And what an assist it was.
That's another one of Sonny on the sidelines. Next up is Jesse. Dad, why am I called Pape Mata Solanke?
Your next child's name.
Yeah, I think so. I'll put Pape forward, see what she says. T1 LOL says, thank you for inviting us, Spurs official.
They're a K-pop band, I'm guessing.
I see, a K-pop band.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing. Oh, no, this is a
League of Legends.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe not quite, maybe not a K-pop band.
Yeah, I think League of Legends, I'm not really sure what league. I think it's some sort of like e-sport thing. But, yeah, I think I'm a bit too old for this.
I don't play League of Legends. Apparently, Sonny's a big fan of League of Legends, though, so there you go.
All right, well, big up to T1.
We'll take all the support we can get.
Yeah. Sonny Choyju says, Sonny gave Ange a hug when he was subbed off and after the match, by the way. I mean, I don't think there was ever a question of them two being in a spat or anything.
No, I just think at the time he was frustrated because, how the game was going. But obviously, I don't think he will think anything of it.
You've seen it plenty of times before. Like early on in the season, you saw Trent Alexander-Arnold get the hump off, getting taken off, and then like nothing is, it's just, this just happens.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think there's anything more to it.
Kuti-son says, always together.
Lovely.
I love their hugs at the end of games.
At least he's walking around there, Kuti, because he had a foot injury. I don't know if there's a video of him showing it to Son. I don't know if it's in here, but yeah, let's hope it's not too bad.
Yeah. George says, might be the most Tottenham image ever. We go and lose to Crystal Palace, who haven't won all season. Then we go and beat Man City, who haven't lost all season. And then we go and beat Aston Villa, who haven't lost away from home all season.
It's just typical, classic.
It's so typical.
Next up in the Premier League is Ipswich, who haven't won all season.
Oh, God. Shouldn't get ahead of ourselves, should we?
Alex COYS saying, no way this woman in number 8 claimed to be his mum. Turns out it was, Vicario's mum. Apparently she is just and actually Vicario spoke about this, saying, they're good customers of the pub next to Spurs.
I love it. She's so fully coy. Look at that image. Absolutely brilliant. I love that. I absolutely love that.
She's going around saying, I'm Vicario's mum, and everyone in the pub like, yeah, sure you are.
No, I promise you.
Spurs Web saying Tottenham's record at home this season in the Premier League. Goals scored 5 in the first half, 10 in the second half. Shots on target 14 in the first half, 21 in the second half. Expected goals 5.59 first half, 5.62 second half. Goals conceded 3-1. Shots on target faced 10 in the first half, 6 in the second half. Expected goals against 3.44 first half and 1.73 in the second half.
Yeah, so look, I think that shows that we're so relentless. It's hard to deal with. It's hard for teams to keep up with us in the second half of games. It looks like at home, and you can see even against, we just can. It's much less, isn't it? It's weird though. XG, even though the goal difference, we've scored double, but the XG is very similar. So that suggests that we've just maybe not as clinical in the first half, more than not creating chances.
Second half Tottenham, isn't it?
Second half Tottenham.
So it's exciting football.
Yeah. Data MB saying no winger in Europe's top 5 leagues has more expected goals, which is 5.34, or touches in the opposition box, which is 60, than Brennan Johnson this season.
Yeah, and it just shows what kind of positions he's taken up. He's such more goal threat at the moment than he was last season.
Next up is another one of these beautiful images from Sam Cornish.
What a shot.
Look at that one.
Look at that. Emi Martinez just rooted to the spot. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a goal.
This guy is like one of the best photographers I've seen. I mean, he just gets every moment, doesn't he?
Absolutely brilliant. Big up, Sam.
Carly says, what Madders said, and he's replying to Ben Davis's Instagram post saying, Mr. Reliable.
Lovely. And he deserves that, man. He's been brilliant last few couple games, and whenever he's had to fill in at all this season, to be fair, he's done really well. Even the Coventry game match, I didn't think he had a great game, but you got to remember that sliding challenge off the line. That keeps us in the cup. Like he's done some really good work this season. Maddie_THFC says James Maddison finally has a free kick goal for Spurs. Tears in my eyes.
Yeah, unbelievable. Someone actually said in the comments, I think the last free kick we actually scored was Lucas Moore against Marine.
Lucas Moore against Marine. Yeah, he scored there.
What about Premier League? Because I don't class Harry Kane's one against Brentford as a free kick.
Premier League, Sim was saying it was Christian Eriksen.
Oh my God, that's still
Eriksen against Norwich, yeah. I think I'm saying Sonny scored one, but it was a cross that went all the way in.
That was the Nuno, wasn't it? Against
Watford. But there was Norwich where we drew 2 all away from home. That was I think that's the last one I remember.
Jesus.
Well, plus Dave Dag says Alan Smith said Son's not been in the best form for a good season or so. Well, how many goal contributions did he get last season?
27.
And then you look at this graph.
Yeah, 27 last season.
Sixth in terms of goal contributions. Level with Foden, who got Premier League Player of the Year last season. Not in good form, though.
One behind Salah, and he's not in good form.
Not in good form, though. Ayudi says, clock them. Madders says, deactivate your socials to Brennan Johnson. He should deactivate his socials.
Well, he got a goal yesterday.
He did get a goal yesterday.
With his socials, that's all right.
He needs to go on that run again. How many goals? How many games was it in a row?
6
and 6. He scored for Wales, so 7 and 7, but for us 6 and 6.
Travis Levinson says, never seen us manage the last 10 minutes of a game so well. Even before the goal, just comfortably knocking it about and being sensible with it, but still with a semi-attacking mentality. Absolutely brilliant. Also, someone tells Solanke to stop damn running.
You keep running, Dom. You keep running. Don't listen to the naysayers. You run yourself into the ground.
Marcelo, big up Marcelo, says, for sure I still watch the streams, but I can when I can, but just been busy for a few years. Don't think I forgot you boys.
Come on, Marcelo. We're looking forward to you back on the stream.
Marcelo. Blue Deer says, foot hurts, but still stands up to celebrate.
I think he did. He was injured. Brilliant stuff.
Fully COYS Cootie.
I think that's for Madison's goal, because you think I see a doggy there. Look at doggy. Look at that, a doggy. I love that. Come on.
Ross Peterson, big up Ross on the fan show yesterday, says, big up We Are Tottenham TV for having me on. That's what I thought about the win. So go back and check out his fan cam from the game yesterday. CHFC's report saying on IG's story, Brennan Johnson, my son.
Actually, son. Yeah.
Oh, not son.
Johnson calling Gray his son. A lovely moment. Big up. He's
Blue
like
Deer,
the little brother of the group.
Yeah, Blue Deer Cootie showed his injured foot to Mickey.
Here's a
Mikey or Mickey?
Mickey, I think.
Mickey, yeah.
Mickey
my two centre backs.
Yeah, you can see he takes his boot off. He's showing the injury. Let's just hope it's not too bad. He's not wearing any. He's not wearing any sort of protection. Look, we don't know, but if Romero goes off injured, it's not a good situation. So.
Yeah. Squawker saying James Maddison has now scored as many direct free kicks in the Premier League as Frank Lampard, which is 9. While only James Ward-Prowse, 15, has more direct free kicks in the competition since Madders made his debut in 2015. And it's also his 50th Premier League goal.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, and we know he's got that capabilities, don't we, from range? And we just, for one reason or another, we haven't seen it as much, those kind of goals. But he's got magic in those boots, and he showed it on yesterday. Right.
Ayudi saying the boys checking up on Rishi, and this was just one of those unfortunate moments, wasn't it? Because he gets that assist, and then straight away he pulls up.
Well, it looks like he got it passing the ball, didn't he? He literally passed the ball, and then he's holding it. It was the pass that did it. This man just cannot catch a break.
Yeah, and
honestly, no matter what, this guy's just picking up injury after injury. It's such a shame because like I said, he started getting a bit of momentum in these last couple of games and actually contributing and having an impact. It's like, right, bang, off you go. Just cannot get it. His most consistent run he had last season, he scored in pretty much every game, and then he picks up an injury, and it rules him out. He just cannot catch a break.
God for him.
Zara says, this is so cute. This was one of the best pictures of the day yesterday. I love it.
Yeah.
Mitch Fretton says, Tottenham have conceded the 4th least goals in the Premier League, scored the most goals in the Premier League, 2nd best goal difference in the Premier League, 3rd most wins in the Premier League, beaten Man United, Man City, Aston Villa, won 9 out of our last 11. Not bad, really, is it?
Nope. Yeah, it seems all right to me.
TJ Ramini says, and while we're handing out plaudits, big up to Ben Davis, often maligned, rarely praised, and yet repeatedly so deserving. Highly consistent and made severely crucial tackles and interceptions, including the one that led to Solanke's first. # respect. Respect, man, respect.
He deserves his props, Ben Davis. I think he had a really good showing off the bench, and again, in a really crucial time.
Yeah.
This team, and this is the Spurs players coming off yesterday. That's not the tunnel, though. Like, where is that? Or is that the tunnel? Oh, it is the tunnel, yeah.
Classic Brennan with the side eye. Brennan loves the side eye into the camera. Come on, Don.
Don with the Man of the Match award.
Love that.
Love it.
Come on.
Simon Yamane says 10 out of 11 of Aston Villa starting 11 into the game rested. They have no squad injuries. We came into this game weakened by injuries and having given our all midweek. We still ran out, fought, and outsmarted them. I'm immensely proud of Ange and our boys.
Agreed, and that's an important aspect because, as we said, like Wednesday night was a massive effort, and a lot of the games played on Wednesday, they played yesterday, and yet we still finished the game stronger, and we were still the ones pressing them. And look, it goes down to how Ange plays.
Yeah, the other thing I will say, we did that for Crystal Palace, though, didn't we? We rested 9, and then we went to Palace, and they all played, and we put in that performance. Maybe it's the away. And maybe with the home form that we've got, it's a different animal. It works both ways, but he's got a point.
Premier League saying, stop that James Maddison. And you know what? It had a similar swerve on it to Pape's on Wednesday, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was around the wall, which was really, really good. And it's a beautiful, beautiful strike, isn't it, from James Maddison.
Jacko Cat saying Solanke is incredible. Even when he doesn't score, he's so important to the team. But when he's also this sharp in front of goal, he's on another level. Such a complete forward. Now his confidence is sky high. The best is yet to come.
Agreed. And there's a lot more goals that came from, I reckon.
100%.
Billy T saying Ange puts his balls on the table with that Son sub, and thankfully they are fucking massive.
Come on,
Billy.
Big up.
And he also says the league's top goal scorers beat City and Villa in a week, 9 wins in 11, won every cup game this season. Can we leave all the Ange out bollocks at the door now and get behind this lot? Up the fucking Spurs.
Couldn't agree more. I think.
Agreed.
Who would still be Ange out at this point? Come on. No, don't answer that.
It blows my mind. I've said I want to see a manager given time to see what we can do because we keep changing managers every so often. And look at all the stats you brought up, like the stats you've been bringing up from other people and yourself. What's the issue? He's got to stay.
Of course he's got to stay.
That's not even a question. He's got to stay. It's all about why isn't he getting more support.
That's the better way of putting it. Yeah, 100%. I'm fully behind him.
Spurs Express saying, since this tweet, the sides have met twice. Spurs win 2, Spurs goals 8. And then there's the Haaland meme of stay humble, eh? Stay humble, eh? And that was obviously the 3-point lane tweet from Aston Villa. Simon Yemeni again saying good man management while still making the tough decisions in service of what's best for the team and this game, and got it spot on today.
Absolutely. Yeah, he did. And again, more tough proactive decisions, and they paid off.
Yeah. Mari7, what an incredible assist. That's another video of that amazing cross from Sonny. Blue Deer saying happiness is so short.
Yeah, I know. Like, we're so delighted, and then Son goes off. Romero went off injured. That was just after we equalised.
Yeah.
That's the shot of Romero throwing that bottle down as well. So he was. Look, that implies that it's not a good situation. Is that his boot he's throwing? Actually, is it? Yeah, it's his boot.
Yeah.
That's his boot in his hands. That would imply he might have picked up a bad one, but
Yeah,
you can
but you
see his
don't-
foot
you
is
don't-
strapped as well. His foot is strapped.
Yeah, it's from. I think it was strapped from Wednesday. So it looks like maybe he shouldn't have played.
Well, he was 50-50, wasn't he?
Yeah,
for this
exactly.
one?
He was a doubt for the game, and anyway, talking THFC saying, "Hang it in the Louvre."
Come on.
And you know
That's a
what?
great-
Yeah,
that's a great
when we
shot.
spoke to Wolfie, the Nottingham Forest fan, he pretty much predicted how this was going to play out with Brennan. How it's going to be a slow start. People might get frustrated with him, but by the end of it, he's going to show his quality. And
Yeah.
it's kind of playing out that way, isn't it?
He's definitely showing it, isn't he? And I'm very happy with him at the moment.
Squawker says only two sides have won 8 Premier League match home games in a single calendar year after conceding the opening goal of the game. That is Newcastle 2002 and Tottenham 2024. Bounce back ability.
Love that.
Euro expert says Solanke has worked so hard this game off the ball, and his attacking movement has improved throughout too. First half, felt he wasn't doing enough to escape his marker. Second half, he's been much better, and he gets his reward.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Solanke. He always tries different things. He never stops moving. And, it's always possible that he can find moments because of how he plays.
This next one is actually mad. This one is actually mad. Son Heung-min goal contributions in the Prem, 188. Defoe and Bale combined, 184.5.
Monstrous from Son.
That is
Absolutely
madness.
monstrous.
That is insane.
You've got to think Defoe, how long was he in the Prem for? How is he? He
For
got
how many
over 100
teams?
goals.
Yep.
That's crazy. Wow. It just goes to show what a machine Sonny is.
Yeah. Leslie saying Kuti and Sonny hugging after the game. Yeah, we've seen that one. Harry Brooks saying brilliant, quick thinking from Maddison. Usually when the ref blows, that's when players do their routine to get set for the free kick. Maddison took it immediately, and Martinez can't react.
Yeah.
And you see Martinez just like move a bit to his left, and that was it.
Yeah, before he knew, it was just in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Leslie saying I don't blame him at all, and that was the Son reaction. Carly, look at this one.
Brilliant. That's a brilliant side-by-side. Fantastic.
Alfie showing us where the Solanke celebration came from yesterday. We're back,
That's it.
baby. Do you know what that is?
Anime. No, I don't know. He said what it was after the game, but I can't remember what it was called.
One Football saying Son Heung-min has now been directly involved in 10 goals in 9 EPL games against Aston Villa. Hotspur related saying Dom Solanke is the first Tottenham player. We've been through that. John McGinn from the Spurs web saying many teams will come here and suffer that defeat. It got loud, probably as loud as I've heard it is as an away player. That's
Quite the
incredible.
atmosphere, and a lot of people praised the atmosphere on Wednesday as well. So hopefully we're turning it into a bit of a cauldron.
Spurs Express saying, let's talk about this man today. Ran the entire game in midfield and was tremendous in transition. Villa couldn't handle his energy in the second half. What a player. This is a Tottenham midfielder. Pape Matar appreciation.
And he deserves a lot of appreciation for another top performance.
Another Spurs picture that goes hard. Lovely Dom Solanke doing his celebration yesterday. Spurs Watch saying Tottenham have conceded first in 12 out of 14 home games in 2024.
That's insane.
That is
always
insane.
do it. We just always do it. Yeah, we always come back.
And I think that's it. We'll go through this last one. Why not? Because Rising Ballers say Dane Scarlett has been cooking for Oxford recently. Scored today against Swansea and now has 5 goals and assists in his last 5 games for club and country, all within 230 minutes, meaning he's averaging a goal contribution every 46 minutes.
Yeah, and he's got a nice goal. If you saw his goal
Yeah,
on the
I did,
weekend
yeah.
as well, so he's starting to score regularly for them, which is really good because a lot of people it wasn't the season wasn't really working out for him, was it? And now he's got I think 3 goals in 3 games for them, or 3 and 4. So delighted for him. Let's hope he keeps it going.
All right. Well, that brings an end to a long reacts for you guys today. So I want to thank you guys for sticking around all this time. Still got 1,000